Hello YouTube, and how are you? This is Amisbro, and this video we are going to be discussing some big news that dropped recently, fairly recently. As a matter of fact, about 3 hours ago I woke up from a nap. I went on UtaPri.com because that's one of the places I always check for news, and to come to find out, oh, by the way, there's a new single or set of singles being dropped for the Quartet Night. Yes, we have not one but two, and I'm going to tell you something I've noticed about them, but I'm going to first give you the major details as it stands. On the 17th of May will be the first one. That one will be Reiji and Camus. The second one on the 24th of May, the same day, by the way, that the final volume of season 4 will drop in Japan. We are going to have AixRanmaru Kurosaki. The titles of the singles have not been released yet. We do know this though. They will be done in the format that the They'll be done in the format of the duet singles from this past season. So for those of you who may or may not know, what happened was, the way they did it was, there's the main song, which is the duet song, and there's basically two B-side songs, one for each character. So there's the duet and two solos. Also of note, it appears they have gone back to the old days. We've gone back to Maji Love 2000. Do you remember that? Do you remember the Poison Kiss outfits? Yep, we're returning to those days. And if you remember, when they did a set of duets, they did them on one CD previously, and again they were done using the Poison Kiss outfits. What I thought was funny back then, especially when Music 2 came out, because they did not have that song in the game. I mean, if you were going to at least give me that, if you were going to go, you know, halfway, give me at least the Poison Kiss song. God damn. Anyway, that's a whole other rant, and I've been through that one before a couple of times. But this is pretty big news, considering also, I should remind you, that we are now less than a month. Actually, we're going to be a few weeks away now from the big one, from the big Quartet Night concert. So having this big announcement now is definitely going to get the anticipation up, not just from the domestic audience overseas, but also from the international audience here in the States and also in other countries. It's and like I said, it's going to be very, 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 very interesting to see how these singles do, because for those who aren't aware, when they did the duet singles for this past season, they didn't do so well. Now that was also partially because it was a cross unit between Heavens and STARISH, and that may have been a little bit because of the unknown of the Heavens characters, but we shall see. Maybe these duets will do really well. I'm hoping so, especially because anybody that knows me knows I am a stupidly huge mark for the for the Quartet Night unit. So, you know, getting to see new singles being released for them is awesome. By the way, this also probably means now that if there's a Music 4, and I'm almost guaranteeing that there is going to be, that probably means that either in Music 4, or if there's a Music 5, which I'm, spoiler, going to pretty much predict now, there's going to be one, that the songs are going to be involved in those. At least the main songs. Maybe the solos will be in the next one. But, shoo! Man! By the way, for anybody who wants to see the, site, I will put the link to the site news in the description. Also, what was something else I was going to mention? Oh, they mentioned in the jacket, and this is something that I have almost neglected to mention in this video. They mentioned that in the jacket they're going to show the new visual for the UtaPri Samus series. Now, I originally thought, and somebody in a UtaPri group that I'm a part of kind of explained to me what they meant. The idea of that they're going to be basically showing this new art direction, at least for the non-anime stuff, like Night Dream. Like if you've ever seen the Night Dream CD, well, it's more like a fucking album cover, but anyway, if you've ever seen Night Dream / Daydream, they have a completely different art style. Matter of fact, the art style that they used for Camus with his hairstyle is very much reminiscent of Night Dream, and it's something that I'm looking very much forward to seeing, especially when his single comes out on the 17th. And if anybody's curious, yes, I'll be pre-ordering these at some point, but I'm waiting to see what they do with Heavens. I'm always curious what they're going to do with Heavens, because even though, like I said, and I've said this in the past, by the way, Quartet Night is my group. Quartet Night is the reason, one of the big reasons I'm even in UtaPri, to be honest. And, you know, to Tatsuhisa Suzuki, to Tomoyaki Maeno, Shotaro Morikubo, and Oi Shota. I owe a lot to them, because if it wasn't for those 4 VAs being in UtaPri, and this is even before I even really researched the VAs, if it wasn't meeting, or not meeting, but if it wasn't for hearing about them and hearing about Quartet Night, I wouldn't be watching UtaPri. I wouldn't have been in it for I wouldn't be in the fandom for 3 years. That's just a fact. Let's be clear. So anytime I hear Quartet Night news, anytime I hear Positive Heaven news as far as new merch, new CDs, maybe a game, come on, Broccoli, give it to us. This is the kind of thing I look forward to. And if a big article came up for STARISH, of course I'm going to report it, because it's almost like Broccoli, and I'm just going to say this now, I feel like Broccoli in a way, it's like, holy shit, we haven't gone and had any really big news come out lately. And I think we have a UtaPri reporter who's probably getting bored because he hasn't been able to make a video on it in a while. So, what do we got for him? Holy, let's do this. Alright. I know that's not what they do, but I feel that's what they do sometimes. So to the boys at Broccoli, you did well. Because trust me, I'm going to be thinking about this now for the rest of tonight, tomorrow, and probably the next day. And I had plans on what I was going to do tomorrow, and the next day. Unfortunately, you may have messed them up for me a little bit. I have a post on Facebook on the UtaPri Fans Worldwide group that I'm a part of that has been blowing up ever since I put it up there, because people didn't know apparently that they were going to be doing this. Well, Lord howdy, they know now, and now the word is being spread. Believe me when I tell you, Brock. Believe me when I tell you, King Records. Believe me when I tell you, UtaPri Official. You have a very loyal fan base, not just in Japan, but around the world. What you need to do is you need to remember that there's people that came for STARISH. There's people like me that came for Quartet Night. There's also people like me that came for Heavens. What can you do to help satisfy everyone? Well, your big opportunity is going to be on May 27th to let us know what's the next step for the UtaPri project. And I hope it's a very, very positive step, just like this is. Anyway, my friends, tell me what you think, and I'll, like I said, put the link in the description, or I may actually use the card and put it up here somewhere. But let me know what you think, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.